10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap.
Well, hello everyone. How are we doing today? Get the chat pulled up here. It'd be helpful, wouldn't it? There we go. What up, chat? There it is. There we go. Why is this asking me stupid questions? So how are we doing? Welcome one, welcome all. Another great day. Mostly just because I was off work. So what are you guys up to? Everybody ready for the weekend? One would hope. You know what's funny? Did I post a video today? It's a really good question, isn't it? Or was that yesterday? I posted a video yesterday or today? I think it was yesterday. Right? Jesus, I don't even remember anymore. Let's see. Yeah, okay, that was yesterday. What did I post? Oh, the AI video. That's what it was. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Oh, what's up, Gerald and Vulcan Rumble and Real Glass and Patriot in the Dark? Who else is out there? Apocalyptic Optimus. We got Mr. Scary. M1670 Redeemed. Johnny Johnson. Mike G. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, I don't think there's any ladies out there, but how are you guys doing today? Well, they caught the pipe bomber. Did y'all see that? What's up, MSB? The Bama contingent is checking in. Yeah, I saw this. This was funny. It was Ian Cole. I got a screenshot. I'm sure you've seen this. I posted it on Facebook, and so even if you didn't, I mean, I'm sure you've seen it somewhere. Absolutely ridiculous. So they got the guy that did the bombing, or the attempted bombing, pipe bombing, at the RNC and the DNC on January 6th from 4 years ago now, almost 5 at this point. They're saying they finally got the guy. And listen to Jake Tapper. This is the guy. He's a black guy.
Ian Cole Jr., a 30-year-old white man from the D.C. suburbs, is charged with transporting an explosive device in interstate commerce and with malicious destruction. Ian Cole Jr., a 30-year-old white man from the D.C.
A white man? Really? Okay. Woo. That's something. That's all right, maybe is it one of those like negative images, where the colors are reversed? Maybe he's wearing a black shirt and a white tie, and I don't know what's going on there, but it seems a little odd. Well, then I guess the guy confessed today. Or at least I saw the story that the guy confessed today and said he's a Trump supporter but he's also an anarchist. And at first, they were saying, that he was an anti-Trumper, and now he's saying he's a pro-Trump. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So, Goltham says, what happened to Honda and Duke? They've been MIA for a while. Duke's been busy. I know he's just had a bunch of stuff going on between work and family and everything else. It's the holiday seasons, all that kind of stuff. Honda, I haven't really heard from either. I got a text from him last week on Thanksgiving saying Happy Thanksgiving. That was about all. I was hoping he would show up to a couple of chats, but he has not. So I don't know what's going on with. I mean, it's the holiday seasons, man. Like, everybody gets busy, Like, I mean, I'm way fucking busier than normal, Just family stuff, and obviously I had some stuff happen a few weeks ago that everybody knows about that has kept me pretty fucking busy. I'm still dealing with that stuff. Just like, I mean, like, there's just so much shit involved. If you've never had someone in your family die and you are the only person that can take care of, all their stuff when they pass, it's a lot of shit, man. It's a lot of shit. So, much more than I ever realized. I'm still having to do stuff and deal with it's just all kinds of crap, man. It's a lot of stuff when and there's nobody else in the family but me to take care of it. So, but that and work and holidays and that's why I haven't. I mean, I've still been posting at least 2 or 3 videos a week, and trying to do at least the Friday night chat. But I haven't been doing a whole lot. I'm hoping once the holidays are over, I'll be able to get back on schedule. And once I get all this stuff with my mother passing away taken care of, and I'll be able to get back on a schedule, a better schedule than I've been on. But yeah. So let's see. Mr. Scary says, had to go to the Coach outlet after work today to get a new wallet. My previous one, Coach as well, lasted me 18 years, hence why I went with another Coach. Well, ain't you a fancy bitch? Nah, my wife's got a couple of Coach purses. One that I bought her for Christmas last year. I think it was last year I bought her the Coach purse for Christmas. She's got a couple of them. She's got a Coach purse, and I think she's got a Coach wallet that matches at least one of her purses. I don't know. I think so. You're asking the wrong person. I know she's got. My wife has like 3, nice purses. Well, actually, I think she has more. I think all my wife's purses are nice because that's one of those things that she's like, well, no, she'll cheap out on a lot of stuff. She's like, but purses, she's like, I use them every day. So she's got more than 3. She got 3 really nice purses. One of them's a Coach, or 2 of them are a Coach, and one's a something else. I don't fucking remember the names of these fucking purse companies. And then she's got one that's like an Italian purse that I got for her. I don't remember what the fucking name of it is. You're asking the wrong person. Ask me about guns. I fucking know all the shit about that. But ask me about purses, and I'm like, okay, I know the name Coach, and I know I bought a Coach for my wife. Of course, I bought it on sale, but still, it was nice. It's still a really nice purse, even though I got it on sale. But yeah. Oh, fucking hell. Adrian Dark says, check out that John Snyder trailer for his movie To Die For. What do you think? John Schneider? Yeah. John Schneider, like Dukes of Hazzard, John Schneider? All right? Am I thinking of the right guy? Smallville, Dukes of Hazzard, John Schneider? I think that's the right guy. I think I'm thinking of the right one. Yeah, Dukes of Hazzard. Okay. Yeah, I no, I have not seen that. Vulcan Rumble says, first of all, Vulcan Rumble, are you drunk? All I coach stuff to the problem is those beautiful bags that make the woman never have enough marketing to the men. I do love those hobo bags. What? All I coach stuff to the problem. Okay, either you're doing like talk to text or you're drunk. Or both. I don't know. I'm not sure I know what that comment means. I'm not sure. Good old Dukes of Hazzard. Get them Duke boys. Mm-hmm. Happy wife, happy life. No, yes, that's very true. That's very, very true. Let's see. Didn't I just post a video about men and women? I think I did. Dude, let me ask you guys. I'm just curious. It's not going to change anything. Did I see your last comment, Corey? Where's your comment? Did you see my text a while back where I want a gun? Yeah, weren't you? You were talking about it in the group chat.
GPS signal lost.
Why does my phone keep telling me my GPS signal is lost? It's telling it to me like 5 times today. Yeah, I saw you want a gun. You were texting about it in the group text. I don't remember what it was now because that was like 2 weeks ago or something. I feel like that was a while back. What gun was it? It was like 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? That was the 20. Okay, so the 26th. Okay, it was like a week ago. I don't know. It felt like 2 weeks ago. It's a nice gun, man. Fucking lever actions are awesome. Let's see. How are you liking winter? I'm loving winter, actually. It's been snowing here like every day for over a week. I love the cold. It's so much better than the heat. I love how everything looks nicer in the snow. You know? Like, it just looks like everything. It reminds me of And my wife was talking about this the other day. This in Yellowstone. If you watch that show Yellowstone, which I assume everybody does, it's fucking great. I mean, it's over now, but it's great. Where that one chick was talking to the other guy. She's talking about living in Montana, but like, you know, they're poor. She's like, but it's beautiful up here. It's like poverty with a view, right? Like when you're surrounded by like snow and trees and all this shit in the winter and everything looks nice. Like even if you're fucking broke, right? Like it's at least it's nice. At least you got a view, you know? I like it. Vulcan Roll says talk to text sucks. I'm just giving up. Johnny Johnson says, let's be realistic, the snow sucks. Oh no, I love it. Now, that being said, you got to remember, I mean, I've only been here for not quite a year yet. So I did move up here in the middle of last winter. And I dealt with winter for, let's see, 3.5. I did like 3.5 months of winter last year. Three months. Winter lasted a long time. Winter lasted like, we were still dipping below freezing into like the beginning of May. So I did like 3.5 months of winter, you know, at least what I would consider winter. This will be my first full winter. And like I've told everybody, I'm sure at some point I'll get tired of it. But I've lived my entire life in Texas, except for the year that I lived in Colorado. I'm gonna enjoy it for a while. I'm gonna enjoy winter and snow and all that shit for a while. You know, I'm sure I'll get tired of it eventually, but for now I'm good. So, Dark Passenger says, NEA in a hoodie, never thought I'd see the day. Well, yeah, like when I woke up this morning, it was 1 outside, like 1 degree. It's not that cold right now. It's supposed to, like right now, it's 27, and we don't put the heat on in the house, so it's supposed to get down to 19. And then tomorrow night into Sunday morning, it's supposed to get down to 7. The high for the next few days is 32. So yeah, and we don't keep the heat on in the house. So it's nice and cool in the house. So yeah, I got a hoodie on. Paper Dark says, wait till the snow piles up and they start plowing. You'll see the blackish snow in Flint. Yeah, well, I mean, I drive to Flint every fucking day, so they've already been piling it up. Green Dog says, almost time to go ice fishing. I wouldn't mind doing that. Never been ice fishing. M1670 says, money is tight here, but all the bills are getting paid. That's what matters, man. Old Silverloin says, snow here in Ohio was 13 degrees this morning. Yep. Well, you're just a little south of us. Unless the snow is turning red. Yeah, that's not good. Neil O'Donnell says, Muslims don't look any better in the snow. Real Glass says, I've lived 41 of my 45 years in places with legit winters, and I'm not tired of it. I don't know. I hope I don't get tired of it. I feel like you can get tired of just about anything, right? If you don't have the right mindset. So, but, you know, didn't move up here till I was 47. So, minus the year. I lived 46 years in Texas. 46 years in Texas, where it's hot most of the time, sometimes ball sweat hot, and I'm sure it's going to be a few years before I get tired of winter. So, let's see. Russ Bruner says, after 2 years traveling my RV, I just bought another house in Indiana. That's awesome, dude. Adrian Dar says you may want to turn on some kind of heat. You don't want to deal with frozen pipes. We've got the, what do they call it? The heat wrap, heat tape on our pipes that keeps them at least to a temperature above freezing. So yeah, we shouldn't have any problems. Comfortably Numb says, I walked out onto ice once, never again. Screw that crap. I've walked out onto ice. I've just never been ice fishing. I've walked out onto a frozen lake and shit. M1670 says, we used to turn the snow red years ago from the steel mills. He says iron mills. Neil says, I'll tell you one thing you can get tired of in Dearborn. I fucking know exactly what you're talking about. Heat tape. I call it heat tracing. There you go. Heat tape. Man, whatever it's called. Heat. I think I call it heat wrap. I don't know. I don't know. I've never had to deal with that shit before. I just know the house has it. So we haven't had any problems. It's been below freezing here for a few weeks now. We got our first snow back in October, mid-October. So Patriot Art says, whatever you do, steer clear of the yellow snow. Yes. Dude, I fucking got out of I was doing something yesterday morning. Thursday, I don't know. Yesterday morning, the morning before, I don't remember what. And I was doing some stuff. I took my coffee with me, and by the time I got done doing all this stuff, I still had half my coffee left, and it was cold. I fucking can't stand cold coffee. So when I pulled out in front of that, when I pulled back into the house, parked, got out, just fucking threw my coffee cup, dumped it out, took the coffee cup in, but dumped out my coffee. So I wasn't going to drink cold coffee. And like yesterday morning, like after it had been there for a day, my wife's like, fucking one of the dogs fucking take a shit and have diarrhea in the driveway. I was like, what are you talking about? And it's just like brown snow. And I was like, oh shit, no, that's my coffee. It's been there for a fucking day. It does. It looked like fucking somebody diarrheaed in my driveway because the fucking coffee just froze on top of the snow. I thought it was funny. But no, it's just coffee. Just looks like a dog took a shit. Old Silverloin says, winter is never boring in the north. It's true, I guess. Comfortably Numb says, or buy a house where all the plumbing is indoors, like having a basement and you don't need heat tape. True. We would like to get a house with a basement. I do want to get a house with a basement. But yeah, haven't done that yet. B-Dog says cold coffee is evil. Yeah, I fucking hate coffee. I'll be honest, I don't really like coffee per se. Like it's not like I drink a pretty big cup of coffee when I wake up in the morning. And that's it. That's the only I have coffee once a day. And I drink it for the effects, not because I actually like it. And so cold coffee is 1,000 times worse than hot coffee. And I don't particularly like hot coffee, but one cup of coffee a day is it does what I need it to do in the morning. So M1670 says, Dad would come home from working in the steel mill. The coffee sat all day. He would reheat it in an aluminum pan, smelled like burnt toast. That was in the 50s and 60s. Oh, ugh. Just make another fucking cup at that point. Shit. George says, why did Duke delete his Discord? I haven't seen him on Discord. I haven't been on Discord in a while. I don't know. I didn't really ask him. He wasn't really doing anything on his Discord. So I don't know. Maybe he just got fucking tired of it. Just like, I don't know. I didn't ask. Bull Silverloin says, have you and the kids gone sledding yet? Not since we've been here. We've been sledding before, though. when I took him a couple Christmases ago, and we went to Colorado for a couple weeks or a week and a half or whatever the fuck it was, for Christmas vacation, and we took him sledding a few times. So, yep. Vulcan Rumble says a week back in Texas will make winter feel shorter. Yeah, because I went back to Texas when I went, so it was already cold here when my mom died, and so when I went back for I was in Texas for what, 5 days? Yeah, I was back in Texas for 5 days, and was hot. I was like, oh fucking hell! And that was end of October, man. I'm like, the fuck. End of October, beginning. That 5 days kind of crossed the end of October into the beginning of November, and fuck, dude. I was like, what? And I fucking knew it was gonna be hot, but still slapped me in the fucking face. When I was expecting it, and I was still like, fuck, this sucks. So, yeah. Alex says, what's the temperature in the house? I don't know right now. The thermostat's in the other room. It's in the living room. So I don't know what the temperature is. Last time I looked, it was like 55 in the house. Something like that. So it gets down at night, it'll get down into the 40s in the house. But then, like in my girls' room, they have a little space heater that they use just in their room while they sleep at night. And then me and my wife have one in our room, just a little heater. But we don't turn the central heat on because I want to enjoy the cold. We all do. So we don't want to. And I sleep better when I'm cold, man. So I'll turn the little space heater on just like a low setting, just to keep it from getting too cold in the bedroom at night. But I still want it a little cold. You sleep better when you're cold than when you're hot. Johnny says, what happened to Honda? I don't know. I don't know what happened to Honda. I mean, I know he hasn't been doing shows, but I think he's just been busy with work and the kids and stuff. So, but yeah, like I said, I mean, he texted me last week on Thanksgiving. So, M1670 says, enjoy every moment of life, no matter how crappy things get, because no one has a guarantee on our next heartbeat. I agree 100%. There's always some part of life, no matter how shitty it is, there's always something to enjoy, even if it's just the company of a friend or family or something. There's always something. Find the enjoyment where you can. Nobody's guaranteed to be here tomorrow. Comfortably Numb says 55. Holy hell, my thermostat is on 72. I hate the cold. I could never. Oh no, it gets cold in the house. This room doesn't get that bad because of the lights and with my computer running and all that shit. This room, because it's not a big room, it's about a 10 by 14 room. This is like the smallest room in the house. My office is 10, it's probably 12 by 14, not 10 by 14. But anyway, and I've got like lights and shit in here and the computer, and I've got a gaming computer that honestly generates a lot of fucking heat and like blows heat out the fucking top. So my room actually is this room, because it's small and it's got a lot of just electronics in here that generate heat. This is the warmest room in the house. Although it does still get cold sometimes. But if my door's shut, it'll stay nice and it'll probably stay like even if even like at night, the rest of the house is like fucking, you know, like it's gotten down to like 44 degrees in the house before, and my room will still be like 60. You know, if I have the door closed, which is nice. 60 degrees, fuck, that's nice, dude. So. Pigeon Dart says, yeah, we know Matt McScrooge. Oh, yeah. Our electricity bill's been considerably better here than in Texas. Because even in the summer, we did have the air conditioning going on in the house. Not a lot, because it's still a hell of a lot cooler here in the summer than it is down in South Texas, obviously. So our summer bills here are less than our winter bills were in Texas, because you still had to have the air conditioning going in South Texas even in the winter. It would still get hot, like hot, where you had to have the AC running like 24/7. So now we do have gas here, so we've got to pay gas, but because we don't turn central heating on, which is a gas system, our gas bill's never been crazy. We pay like $50 a month for gas or something like that. And that's usually just because the only thing, I mean, we got the gas water heater, so we use that, and then for cooking, we got a gas stove. So that's usually about $50 a month for that. And then electricity is, especially like, we just paid, I guess I just paid October's bill. It was like $170 or something. And it just starts going down this time of year. So M1670 says, are you acclimated to the climate? The old Russians, you know, it is so cold there. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I mean, we acclimated to the climate within a couple of weeks of being here. So, yeah. Johnny says, I hear space heaters can burn up some energy. They can't. I mean, I'm sure they do if you leave them running all the time. We'll just leave them running for a little bit. You know, we don't turn them on all the time. Like right now, I don't think there's most of the day. There's, you know, the little space. And we've got the little ones that, you know, they're not very big, just little fuckers. And they're the high efficiency, whatever version. I don't know. My wife bought them. And, you know, just turn them on a little bit at night if it gets too cold. But we don't use them all the time. M1670 says, I confess we averaged 70 degrees on the thermostat. I got 95 plus Goodman. I converted to propane. Oh, nice. Predator says, if you get bored, you should check out my channel. Let me know if I got things upside down or not. You always get things upside down. Like, it's I mean, I think you do it on fucking purpose. I think you're lying about being blind. Vulcan says your camera is struggling with the glare. Yeah, it's because I got a fucking light there and a light there, and I think the glare is just whatever. Let's see. M16 says oil heat, in my opinion, sucks. Wouldn't know. Old Silverloin says my dad used to ride Honda to work in the winter, put an off-road tire on it. Yeah, no, I ain't doing that shit. I love riding motorcycles, but I ain't doing it this time of year. It's too fucking cold for that shit. So. Adrian Darcy says, whatever you do, don't use your barbecue grill. We don't want to see you on the news. I don't have a barbecue grill, man. I didn't get to bring mine when we moved here, and I haven't gotten another one. Slayer says, hey, Matt. What's up, Slayer? Vulcan World says oil is half the price of electricity in Boston. I don't know. We just have electricity and gas here, and like I said, our heater's gas. I mean, obviously, it still uses air conditioning, or not air conditioning. It still uses electricity, but it uses less electricity because it's not an electric heater. So I guess that's, from what I understand, that's more energy efficient than if it was just all electric. You know, but yeah, I don't fucking know, to be honest. Vulcan Rebel says your gun belt needs a snowmobile suit. I got a super chat here from Derek. Says, how are you doing, brother? Is Duke still alive, or did you scare him to death? Seeing he got rid of his Discord and YouTube. Yeah, no, he's still alive. I was just talking to him a couple days ago. So I was hanging out with him. Well, I haven't hung out with him for about a week. Was that last Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that? I can't remember. But yeah, he's good. He's been busy, but he's good. Old Silverloin says 40 degrees. You sure that's 40? What? 40 degrees? You sure that's glare and not fog from your camera? It might be. I don't know. Well, let's see. I can turn that light. That cuts some of it. Turn that light that way. That might cut some of the glare. Because that light was actually facing kind of somewhat towards the camera. Picture Dark says, I have a 36-inch Blackstone that I never use. Let me know. I use charcoal. That's what I had before I left. I ended up giving the Blackstone that I had to family because it was just, you know, like I don't know if you guys remember, but I had we had 3 weeks to pack up all our stuff and move, and got rid of as much stuff as we could, and there was some stuff that was just like, we just can't take it with us. And my Blackstone griddle was one of those things, which sucks. But yeah, I gave that to my my niece and her family, so that they could so they'd have that. And I did have a gas grill too. Which I didn't use as much as the Blackstone. We used the Blackstone more, but both of them I gave to them because they didn't have those. So I gave that to them, and yeah, just haven't really. I don't know. Well, I want to get another one. I don't know if I want to get another. I like the Blackstone, man. The Blackstone was nice. I can't remember what size it was. I don't remember. Maybe it was a 36. I don't know. It was the one with the 4 burners, the 4 zones. Whatever size that was. Or do they all have 4? I don't know. It's the only Blackstone I've ever had. They all have 4. And they're just different sizes with, you know, it's got the 4 zones and you can set them individually. And I don't fucking know. It was nice. I wish I didn't have to get rid of it, but we just didn't have room for it on the truck to get it here. So. Jar says, I have the full setup with stand and shelves. Used it twice, but way too big for what I need. Yeah, I know. The one we had was big. I feel like, I mean, it had to at least be a 36-inch. Let's see. Hold on a second. Let's see. I can space this out. 36. No, it was bigger than that. It was bigger than 36. Because if that's 36 inches, my Blackstone was bigger than that. Yeah, it was bigger than that. So I guess whatever the next size up was the one I had. And it was the one that it came in a, like, because I know some of the Blackstones have it's just the top part, and then you buy the stand for it. This is one where the top and the stand is all built into one. Like, it's all one piece. So I didn't have to like get a stand separately, because it was all one big thing. I can't remember how big it was though. I don't remember what size it was. So Old Silverloin says, I'm old, 58. Keep the house between 65 to 72. Keep the old bones from hurting. Yeah, I'm not there yet. You're 10 years older than me. I'm 48. So I'm still enjoying the fucking cold. I mean, don't get me wrong. It gets cold. You know what I mean? Where you're like, oh, you want to get under the covers and shit like that. But I like that. Like, I like being a little bit cold and then warming up under the blanket, or, you know, turning on the space heater for a little bit or whatever. Like, it's cozy. I enjoy it. It's fucking sounds retarded, I'm sure. If you've dealt with, like, if you've lived up north your whole life, you're probably like, this motherfucker's retarded. But I mean, I've fucking sweat my ass off my entire life, so I'm gonna enjoy the shit out of the cold while I can. I want to enjoy it till I just can't take it anymore. Then I'll start bitching about it. So yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else that was going on in the news? I mean, I know there's that whole thing with Trump's the birthright citizenship order that's going to the Supreme Court. And I know we did the drug boat strikes. So, and then there's the Ukraine talks. I think that's really it, other than that January 6th bomber dude. I think those are the only big stories of the day. Didn't they recall some vaccines? I thought I saw a story where there was a vaccine that got recalled because somebody died, and they're like, oh shit. And they found there was something wrong with some of the vaccines they had sent out, but I don't remember what vaccine it was that got recalled. But they pulled some because that was a decent story. Johnny says, you are a tough guy, Matt. Just don't use one. Leno's Deal says, can always throw blankets on, only so many layers you can take off to stay cool before you catch a charge. Yeah, exactly. I've said that for years. If it's cold, I can put on more clothes. If it's hot, I can't get naked enough to not sweat. Period. You cannot get naked enough to not sweat. But you can put on enough clothes or get under a blanket or whatever the fuck you want to do and warm up if it's fucking cold. So, Slayer says, Springfield, Missouri is 35 and I'm loving it, but it's a shithole of a town. I'm trying to think if I've ever been to Springfield. I might have been through Springfield. I don't think I've ever like actually been to it. Like I may have just driven through. George says, I know guys who in the summer would crank out the AC so cold at night they would use those blankets you can get at San Marcos to be all frosty, all toasty warm. Of course, this was during the 90s. Yeah. Yeah. Just turn it up as where it gets as cold as it possibly can. Yep. Olgan Rebel says, the accused of a drug boat strike and then a second drug boat strike that never actually occurred, and they tried to make him into a war criminal for apparently a strike that never took place. I heard something about it. I knew it was a big story. They were trying to say he was, doing unsanctioned illegal shit, but yeah. Honestly, I don't give a shit. I mean, fuck it. I give a fuck about drug boats or whatever. So I just don't care. Not my concern. So, drug boat strike. Oh well. Fuck it. Still love this song. Metal Steel says, nothing worse than trying to sleep while you're sweating your balls off. Sleep's so great when it's a freezer in my bedroom. Fuck yeah, you do. You sleep way better when it's fucking cold. Way better. That's how you're supposed to sleep. Nice and cold, get under the fucking blankets, sleep good. Basically fucking hibernate at night. It's fucking awesome, man. That shit's fucking great. It's the best way to sleep. Yeah. I was looking to see if there's any interesting news stories. Honestly, the most interesting news stories is that Netflix is going to buy Warner Brothers. That's the most interesting news story right now. George says, unless you get leg cramps because it's too cold. I've never gotten leg cramps from being too cold. That's just me, maybe. I don't know. Do people get leg cramps from being too cold? George says, how did you like that Star Trek video I sent you a while back? Disco Trek. Yes, that's a good one. I like the Disco Trek. Some of the AI videos, man, that are coming out now are incredibly entertaining. It's awfully dangerous. I just put a video out about fucking AI. I mean, it's a different kind of AI, but not really. It's kind of a different kind of AI. But one man's cold is another man's comfort zone. I agree. Well said. Slayer says, so Springfield is basically where you can see somebody shit next to the gas station and go inside said gas station, see somebody throwing up in a garbage can, and see a man open carry in line. And walk out seeing someone of... What? Oh, seeing somebody OD. Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. I mean, sure, why not? Whatever floats your boat. George says, yeah, I used AI to make me in a Superman costume. It came out pretty cool. Yeah, I need to, I kind of want to do some more AI, some AI stuff. I've been doing, you know, for the videos and stuff, just doing like AI, what you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Thumbnails. That's really all I've been using AI. I haven't gotten, I know I've got friends that have like hardcore gotten into all the AI stuff, and I haven't yet. I got a friend of mine who was writing a fucking sci-fi story, and he was trying to figure out what to do with it, and he just fucking had AI make like a goddamn comic book out of it, and it's pretty cool. So oh, that's the link to the movie you were talking about. Okay, I'll check that out. M1670 says, horrible dystopian nightmare. What, Dearborn? It is. Slayer says, I just work at said gas station. And Dart says, I just used AI to do my channel banner. That's cool. Yeah, I haven't gotten too creative. I just usually like like I've said before, because it's just easy. I just type in, "Hey, make me a picture of this," and then it makes me a picture, and I just post it. You know, for like a fucking thumbnail for a video or whatever. That's where I got the thumbnail for this one. I can't remember what this was. What was this thumbnail for? I put this thumbnail on a video, but I don't remember which video it was. And anyway, I saw it sitting in when I was scheduling this chat, and I was like, I kind of like that picture of the Fallout Boy just fucking flipping off the camera. I was like, nah, it's kind of a cool picture. It has nothing to do with the chat, but I just like it. So why not? Let's see. See your channel banner. Never fear the dark. Oh, that's cool. It looks like part of the picture's missing though, or like I can kind of see something up at the top. Oh, because it's the bottom of the other picture. Is that what the picture in the dark with the guy behind the moon, or in front of the moon, the silhouette in front of the moon? Yeah, I like the logo. Let's see. M1670 says George Orwell underestimated the future. Yeah, he kind of fucking did. We're in some weird mix of like 1984, Brave New World, and fucking Animal Farm. Some twisted mix of all three of those, with a little bit of Fahrenheit 451 thrown in for good measure. Johnny says, Matt, are you familiar with the band Rush? They launched Day Reunion Tour. Yeah, I'm not a big Rush fan, but I mean, I don't dislike them. I like some of their songs, but I'm not like a huge Rush fan. Peter Dar says there's more to it, but it's only available on a TV or something. I don't know what the hell it said. Yeah, because it's like you create a picture and then it's like, okay, we're gonna take this much of the picture, and that's your banner. But you'll have like a whole fucking picture, and you're like, what the shit? Because like I know when I had to do mine, I had to take the picture I wanted, and then I shrunk it down to where the picture itself was still like a full frame picture, but I took, instead of making the image take up all that space, I shrunk the image down inside to here, so that when I put it in and it shrunk it down to that section was already filled in with all that. Figure Dart says, and a little bit of Metropolis. On the side, the Revolutionary Soldiers silhouettes. Yep. M16 says, Aldous Huxley and a side order of Rod Serling. Slayer says, I went to see 3 Days Grace and Breaking Benjamin. 3 Days Grace rocked, and Breaking Benjamin's I've never seen either of them. I like both those bands. I've never seen either of them in person. Some bands, I've been to concerts where a band I didn't really give much of a shit about fucking put on an amazing show. And I've been to concerts where a band I absolutely fucking loved just was horrible live. So it kind of just depends, man. Sometimes a band you really, really fucking like will just suck live. They just won't be good. And you're like, damn. But you like their music, you like their albums, you listen to them on the radio, whatever it is. But for some reason you go see them live and it's just like, nah. So last concert I went to was the one I took my wife to this year for her birthday, which was the Boys to Men concert. That fucking concert was fucking kick-ass. That concert was awesome. It was fucking awesome. I'd seen Boyz II Men once back in the 90s. Probably like, I don't know, 95 maybe, something like that. And I remember they were really good, but that was a long fucking time ago. So yeah, when we went this year, I was fucking blown away. They were fucking great live. So, and they were doing all kinds of cool shit. Man, they were doing a bunch of their own songs. They were doing a bunch of they were just doing covers of just like Prince and shit, and just like fucking knocking it out of the park, man. It was fucking great. So I had a lot of fun. Adrian Dress says the truth comes out. Matt loved Milli Vanilli. Dude, go fuck yourself. Everybody loved Milli Vanilli when Milli Vanilli came out. I'll still listen to some fucking Milli Vanilli. I don't give a shit. I mean, now we all know it wasn't actually them singing, but whoever was singing those songs was doing a good job. And I loved Milli Vanilli at the time when they first came out, because when they first came out, I was like fucking 12. Of course I love Milli Vanilli. Practical Bacon says, never been to a concert, never had the desire, too loud, too many people. Oh, I grew up going to concerts like weekly. Just because there was always concerts every night of the week in Dallas growing up. So M16 says, the only thing I don't like is rap. I'm 71 years old and had music appreciation in high school. Oh, I love rap. Well, I like 80s and 90s rap. There's some rap from the 2000s I like. After that, there's not much. Like, all modern rap is fucking auto-tune, fucking trash. I like a lot of the fucking West Coast rap from the 90s. So George says, I jam out to Down Under. I come from the land down under. Men at Work. I like me some Men at Work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap it up for this day. We're going to go ahead and shut her down. Excuse me. You guys enjoy your weekend. Have fun. Do something fun this weekend. Just do one thing. Do one enjoyable thing with family or friends this weekend. Like we were talking about earlier, tomorrow is not promised, so enjoy it while you can. All right? And we will see you guys next time. I'll try and get some more videos posted. I'll try and drop one on Sunday, probably. Tomorrow or Sunday, something. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here, guys. As always, deuces, yo. Shall not pee in fridge. All that good shit. And we'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, guys. Later.